Good morning and welcome to the Weather Now. Time now is 11:03. Thanks for watching us. Basically, right off the bat, rain, showers and a couple of thunderstorms getting started a little bit earlier than they did yesterday. Really here focusing on portions of the coastal empire, though we do have a few showers now in the South Carolina low country. So, excuse me. We're going to go to the low country first, track some of these showers out. Nothing too heavy here, heavy showers, but they're pretty brief. So overall, rainfall total is not adding up to too much. So let's talk about what we're going to do here. First of all, a tour-a-day coastal empire low country. Going to show you where it's raining now, track out a few of these cells, heavy rainfall with some of these, and then I'm going to walk through the rest of this morning into this afternoon, the hour-by-hour forecast. Also a look ahead today and beyond in the 7-day forecast. Look at the extended outlook. I have a preview of Wednesday morning school bus forecast and just kind of give you a route or a plan for the rest of the work week. So right now in the low country, we are tracking a few showers here. Again, rain is getting an earlier start today versus yesterday. We talked about that this morning. The news at daybreak and going over the past 30 minutes. Going to slow it down so you can kind of see it because it's going by kind of quick here. So notice how showers develop south and west, kind of riding up I-95, Ridgeland, at least the west side, west of the interstate, getting a quick shower, a downpour, also near Jasper. Another one here may clip the Sea Island Parkway area, St. Helena Island, in that vicinity. Another shower near Varnville, moving as north and eastward away from Hampton County into Colleton County. Another little shower east of Grays and one just south of Varnville that may clip the town here within the next 20 minutes or so. Also, Clio, Springfield, Rincon, Highway 21 and Georgia 119. You are getting a little bit of a shower. This is enough to wet the concrete, but it's not too significant. That'll be crossing the Savannah River, New Landing. You're imminently, within the next couple minutes, going to be seeing rain if you're not already getting sprinkled on. Rincon, a little moderate shower moving right over 21, going to cross and head over towards the Savannah River. Northern Bryan County, for the time being, you're relatively quiet, just west of Pembroke, 280. Near southward, we have a little shower about to cross into southern Bullitt County, Georgia 67, and kind of right there at 16 at the exit to go to Statesboro. That shower may wet 16 just a little bit, enough to use the wiper blades a few times, then you're good to go, at least in that particular shower. Heavier rain and more organized shower thunderstorm activity stretches from Garfield, area that does not need any more rain, over to Swainsboro, down to Metter, areas just west of there, Reedsville, Toombs Central, down to Baxley, Appling County. You all saw a little bit of rain this morning. Also, a heavier shower north and east of Reedsville, heading into Evans County near Claxton. Statesboro, this will be heading your way. So, tracking it out here, and again, I'm sure I have some comments coming in. You're looking up and you're seeing the ominous sky. I will be answering those on Facebook, but want to pause radar first and give you an estimation as to when rain may impact your community. And again, what we see on radar right now is not the only thing we're going to be seeing all day. We will have more scattered showers and thunderstorms developing even out ahead of this batch of showers and thunderstorms that is already on Safe Touch Security First Alert Live radar. So tracking this out, I'm going to adjust the speed settings here on my weather computer because it's not moving that quickly off to the east. It's going to take a little bit of time as far as this actual band of rain. Baxley 11:11, basically already raining now, and actually passing to your north and east. You got that one shower, but you do have more rain off to your south and west. It'll build in here over the next 45 minutes. Metter 11:43 or so. Claxton maybe just afternoon, 12:15. Claxton, you could get briefly heavy rain there. And if the shower north and east of Reedsville, it could impact you earlier than 12:17. Keep in mind, I kind of drew out the line for this main batch of showers. There is a little bit of activity ahead of that. Statesboro 12:48 or so. Sylvania 1:10. So it's going to take its time working its way north and eastward. But remember, we may see more showers and storms develop ahead of that cluster, just kind of scattered about I-95 corridor area as we head into the afternoon. All right, we have 40 comments. So I'm going to get to some of those coming in right now. Let's see. Good morning, Nicole. Let's see. SJ, what about Alonia, Georgia? What about Pooler asking about Wilmington? Midway info, please. Y'all have a chance of rain. Every day this week you have a chance of rain, no matter where you're watching me from. Let's see. Steven says it's been raining off and on in Eden, Meldrum. You had a couple showers, but it hasn't been raining all morning. You got a couple showers ago, about an hour ago, and we had that rain chance in mid-morning, but it's not that bad. You have a couple showers now. You're absolutely dry right now. Earlier showers were relatively brief, and now let's zoom down into the Meldrum area, and you are dry. But I can take you back if you want to know where those showers came from, what was going on. So let's take you back 2 hours. So you had a shower move in about 9 to 9:10, and then you had another shower about 10 to 10:10, and another shower here within the past 30 minutes. And now you're in a break. You will get more rain, though, probably going into the afternoon. Rose, what about Little Wissy? I'll have that in just a moment. De Roche, will it be raining in Savannah today around 3? It's going to be raining in the area. I can tell you that. I don't know if it's going to be raining in the city of Savannah limits. And, here's the problem. Let's draw out, in rough fashion here, because a lot of folks want to know when and where it's going to rain. And, again, I know I'm not drawing the city limits that correctly. But let's say, for example, this is the city of Savannah city limits. I know it goes further south. But you can have a downpour over here on the east side, and it can be sunny over here on the west side. So it depends even where you are in Savannah, and I just can't tell you neighborhood by neighborhood this early. But let's talk about general terms when the rain chance is greatest. And as every single afternoon has proven for the past several days, there will at least be rain, at least be rumbles of thunder and dark clouds in your immediate area, even if you don't get poured on. So let's see. Going hour by hour, just taking a second for this to load up. Bear with me here. Steven, thank you for watching. Glad you like the rain. Delane wants to know about Ellabelle. All right, folks, you're asking about your community. Time now to look at this particular computer. Looks like it's having to load up again, so we're going to have to wait another couple minutes. Sue says thunder and rain already in Baxley. Yeah, this morning, the news at daybreak, we were talking about rain getting an earlier start today. We kind of said mid-morning, so time now 11:10. It's late morning now, and certainly the case kind of going according to plan. So it gives forecast confidence to how the rest of the day may unfold. Again, if the initial part of the forecast goes pretty much according to plan, odds are the afternoon, the evening will go according to plan as well. At least that is the hope. Let's see, Whitmarsh, Wilmington, Tybee, Alexandria, let's see, SJ, let's see. Okay, so loading up. So this is a forecast model, a computer's thinking as to what radar will look like through the day. Doing a pretty good job. We mentioned that disturbance this morning. We mentioned it several times on TV, the news at daybreak, about a disturbance rolling out of Florida, like a little ripple in the atmosphere, how it would enhance rain southwest first, mid-morning. Here we are at 11. And this is a forecast model, but radar looks something like this. Already there's that rain and showers a little bit closer to I-95, and that rain is going to be increasing here as we go into the early afternoon, and perhaps, lasting through the afternoon, at least off and on, and early evening. Alrighty, let's go through the forecast hour by hour. Idolonia down here, and then I heard Whitmarsh, Wilmington over here, Pooler on the west side, Baxley, yes, you've already seen rain, Eden, Meldrum, yes, you've already seen some rain, but there is more on the way. So going into the future, notice how we still have storms building in, 1:30, 2:30, I-95, more storms on the way. Asking about Savannah, there will be storms in the area by 2:30. Even if it's not pouring at your exact address, there will be rain in the general Savannah metro area. Statesboro, same story. Screven, Odom, Jessup, Waycross, Baxley, Santa Claus. This rain pattern is somewhat hard to predict, and no matter the mind that's telling you, no matter who you're watching on TV, no matter what computer model you are looking at, there is always going to be quite a bit of uncertainty with this forecast, and it's just as a given. It's something that has to be accepted, as far as outdoor plans go. In the summertime, when you have these mesoscale-driven sort of shower thunderstorm events, it's basically, I don't want to say it's a fool's guess, but I can't tell you exactly where and when it's going to rain. I can give you a pretty good idea, enough to help you adjust your plans, but as far as answering very specifically, it's a little bit difficult to do that. So just keep that in mind as we give the forecast information here, not only today, but going through the rest of this, what has been a pretty stormy weather pattern. All right, going back to Ellabelle, I know Delane was wondering about Ellabelle. Bryan County, northern Bryan County, you'll have storms around you still by 3 o'clock. I think we're going to have, somewhat of a cloudy, kind of a damp afternoon, at least from time to time. But models continue to suggest that beaches may remain a little bit drier today, maybe along and west of I-95 is the focus, but still, you're going to need to keep an eye out on the beaches, and you're still going to get the cloud cover even if you don't get the rain at the beaches today. So it's not the best beach day, but may not be the worst. So if you're going to go out, I suggest you go out pretty soon, though we are having some low country beach showers. And just be aware, remain aware through the afternoon and the early evening that we will have additional downpours developing, and they will at least get close to the coastline. Sue says better rain than hurricanes. Absolutely true. Danielle, Brunswick, let's bring it on back. Storms most likely west of I-95 today. I think the forecast model has that handled pretty decently, but you will have rain in your area, kind of like yesterday, those storms rolling up from the south and the west, and I think your greatest chance of rain maybe afternoon, getting into the mid-afternoon time frame, let's say between 2 and 4. Now, you have a chance before then, chance after then, but your greatest chance about 10 to 4. Let's see, 7 and 9, Midtown Savannah for outdoor activities. I would say that there is a pretty decent shot at wet conditions, but by 7 to 9 the evening, getting to sunset and into the deeper evening hours, it does look a little bit better. So I think the wettest conditions, the fact that we're getting an earlier start, maybe a little earlier in the afternoon, a little earlier in the evening, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, drying out a little bit that 7 to 9 time frame. I wouldn't think it's going to be pouring the entire time or anything like that, and hopefully, with any luck, we can really start to dry things out a little bit, especially the latter half of that window. Darling and Pooler and Christina and Guyton, scattered downpours. Your peak rain chance is mid-afternoon, let's say right smack dab between lunch and dinner. That's your greatest rain chance. Let's see. Lori and Bluffton, thank you for watching. Let's see. Sherry, storm just moved through Toombs County. Sounds like maybe moving towards Reedsville or Collins. Yeah, we're just tracking some of that rain. Going back to Safe Touch Security First Alert Live Radar. As we mentioned this morning, rain getting an earlier start. Also mentioned it in this post. And Sonia wants to know about the Tifton area. Again, just about everybody has that rain chance today, and your rain chance is going to peak between lunch and dinner, and then we're just going to have lingering shower activity in the later evening hours, sunset time period. There's still going to be a little bit of activity going on there, but Tifton is out of our area, so I don't know the specifics. I don't specifically look at that area, but I will say, let's see, I'm going to switch modes. In fact, I have switch modes over here. They've had a round of rain this morning, Tifton, and they're probably seeing a little bit of clearing right now, some more energy kind of building up in the atmosphere, and look what is developing over towards Albany. We have new showers, thunderstorms developing that at least will try to push eastward, and they're going to at least try to get there. So you have a good break right now, maybe for the next hour, hour and a half, 75 there in South Georgia, but definitely the rain chance continues in South Georgia as well. Tifton is this really unsettled kind of continuation of rain chances kind of pattern continues. And for those in Guyton, Christina, sorry, I had to think there for a second. You have more rain on the way because look at what we have. A big old slug of moisture. All the folks down in Baxley, Appling County, Toombs County, Wheeler County, Emmanuel County, now pushing in towards the Candler-Jenkins counties. Evans County now getting a shower west of Claxton. They've been talking about the downpours this morning. This is that little ripple that we were talking about this morning on TV and in the WTOC weather app and on my Facebook page, WTOC Cutter Martin, a little earlier. That was moving out of South Georgia and Florida and moving into our area, and it lifts the moisture. Moisture being lifted condenses, forms clouds, showers, and thunderstorms, and surprise, 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 that is what we are seeing. Anita, hello to you again for your area out in Pooler, Bloomingdale, West Chatham County. More rain on the way, but for the time being, the Savannah Metro largely dry. People were asking about beach plans. Most of the islands are dry now, and I think south of the Savannah River, we're going to be watching way across over to Pierce-Brantley counties, Ware County, Folkestone area, Camden County for new activity to develop and maybe make a run at the coastline later today. But you have at least a little bit of time before it does that or before your chance of rain peaks. But further up the coast, a little bit of a different story. We've had showers kind of graze Tybee, Hilton Head, and the Beaufort County Islands a few times this morning, and we're continuing to see a little bit of activity. Not a washout Hilton Head, not a washout Tybee at the moment, but rain is going to be approaching that area a little bit later this afternoon. Ashley, what about Vidalia and Oak Park? You have a chance of rain, and it's raining right now, so I think the rain's going to continue. In fact, zooming down in right now, Vidalia, you got a downpour, a little bit of a break. More rain on the way, so I would say rain is in your forecast at least through, time now 11:18, at least through 12:18, and then we're still going to keep that scattered rain in the forecast. But Cindy, you have more rain coming up in Oak Park, at least in that general area. We're not done just yet. Here's Oak Park. Here's your break. Still some light rain moving in, and then more moderate to heavy rain moving in from the south and the west. So you're not done. Your rain chance continues there in Oak Park. Crystal says raining in Vidalia. Thank you for that report. Diane says all passing us. Let's see, Diane. Where are you watching from, Diane Farr? Because if you're speaking in general, I wouldn't say it's passing us just yet. Remember, we have to remember, this is a cardinal rule, so I want you to listen to this. Everybody at home watching, it's always a pretty good thing to keep in the back of your head. It's not what's about what is. Let me rephrase that. It is not what is about what is on radar. I'm just all kinds of a mess right now. It is not what is about on radar right now. It is about the players in the game or the ingredients that are causing all of this and what that may do to radar later in the afternoon. So, Anita, when are we looking for a drier week? Rain, go away. I will say we're going to be pretty stormy here through Friday. Hopefully this weekend a little drier, but it's not absolutely dry. Like last Saturday, most of us were dry. We had a severe thunderstorm warning in Chatham County. It was still isolated. We were still drier, but folks that were underneath the severe thunderstorm were saying, oh, it was a stormy afternoon. So we are not absolutely dry this weekend, but drier than we have been, drier than we are right now, and drier than we will be tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. Robo, I'm right there with you, wishing for a more consistent, drier weather as well. And again, I'm going to update this to see if I can get a comment back about passing by, just to make sure I have the location correct, so that I want to try to give you an accurate forecast, but I need to know the specific location that you may be referring to. All right, let's see. Not seeing a comment back from Diane, but just a heads up, Diane, kind of like I was saying a moment ago, it's not what is on radar now that we're necessarily forecasting for. It's the storm system causing all of this rain that may cause a little more rain over Highway 84 and I-95. So just because you see this and you think it's moving on by us, remember, kind of like we have stuff popping up here, we may have some new stuff popping up down here. I wouldn't say the chance of rain is over, and that's why we're going to keep that rain chance going into the forecast. But yeah, Linda in Montgomery County, you have more rain on the way. Rain's going to continue there pretty steadily, at least at varying levels of intensity. Kind of like northern Montgomery County, getting a break now. Mount Vernon, you're light to moderate rain, no big deal. Georgia 19, near Jordan, soaked, it's pouring. Uvalde about to pour, and it's going to be crossing there, Georgia 135 pretty soon, and heavier rain may build back into northern Montgomery County as well. Tammy wants to know about Brooklet. You're good to go now. But rain is building in from the west, Tammy, and I'm going to put a tracker on this. This may not be exact because it's kind of training a little bit today, but it is gradually moving north and eastward, this rain activity. So bear with me here. Brooklet by 12:30, 12:40, if not a little bit before then. You may have some rain building in, heavy rain at that, thunder, lightning in the area. And we'll keep this rain chance going, at least scattered variety through the afternoon and the early evening. So wish I could give you a nice, dreamy, awesome summer afternoon forecast. Last day of summer for Bullitt County kiddos. But we have rain moving in from the west. It's in Metter now. It's pushing to Claxton now. So outdoor activities, you have a little bit of time, and hopefully a little bit of time after this moves through, but definitely rain still in the forecast today. So also want to break down the extended forecast because folks are already asking about the weekend, want to know what's going on, rightfully so, a little bit of cabin fever action out there. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, scattered to numerous, primarily here, afternoon and early evening showers and thunderstorms. Still some rain around Saturday, looking isolated. I know you see no worries, but that just means that the entire day isn't going to be rained out. The rain will be pretty brief, pretty typical later day pop-up stuff, not as widespread and not as long duration sort of rainfall by Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So there is some hope here. High pressure building in from offshore. That is sinking air. A little bit of a cap in place, putting a lid on the pot. The pot water can't boil, or it doesn't boil over, I should say. You don't get the showers and the thunderstorms. Gene says, send the rain to the forest fire. Wish I could. Thank you as well, Anita. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you're keeping an eye out. That's about as good as you can do in this weather pattern. Just keep an eye on the forecast. Kira in Hinesville, Diane and Guyton, you both have a chance of rain. In fact, your rain chance now rising. It'll be peaking between lunch and dinner time, maybe 3 to 4 o'clock, the wettest time period out there. And then maybe because we started earlier, we'll see the rain wrap up a little bit earlier. Hopefully, for the Junior League of Savannah, commenting earlier for the evening plant, 7 to 9, hopefully drying out a little bit. And Ed, we're going to end it with a joke. A few spots left in the Ark. Man, I tell you, we might as well build one because wet weather remains in the forecast through Friday. I'm in for Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley. The news at noon coming up in only about 35-36 minutes. Complete forecast then. I'll have a radar update right off the bat, top of the newscast. And then after that, walking you through the hour-by-hour forecast and any updates to the extended outlook coming up on the news at noon. You can watch it not only on TV, but in the news and weather apps.